apologize. We need to win games, and we got it done.
Describe what it's like for this team when Rube gets hitting a shot like that.
I mean, that's huge for us. Not just him, but I mean, I think my responsibility and CJ's responsibility is the same every game, making plays and scoring the ball and leading the charge, and now adding Nurk, the post presence, being able to make plays out of the post and be that paint presence on both ends. But when we get Chief and Mo, slashing to the basket and knocking down jumpers and things like that, that makes us a completely different team.
It seemed like they were denying you a lot tonight, but you made a lot of things happen for everybody else. I mean, how did you approach that tonight?
I mean, I'd like to come off pick and roll. It was hard to see how they defending it. My very first shot I came off from the big was back and I hit a three. And I think 3 plays into the game, I noticed that they changed the coverages on the way they was defending me. And but other guys was making shots. Nurk was diving to the rim, finishing. Mo got a few shots in the paint, made a few open jumpers, and then CJ got going. So, in that situation, I think that's when I have to see what's going on. I got to be able to read the game and just make the right plays. And they had trouble with CJ in transition and on pin downs and in pick and rolls, and he got it going. And down the stretch, I just called plays where they had to defend. Long possessions and looking for CJ. If they lead me, then I attack, and if they come to me like they kept doing, and I just keep giving it to Nurk, and he's good in those situations, and I was able to wear him out with that.
Are you aware of your three-point streak?
What you mean?
Your consecutive games with a three-pointer made.
You tied the record tonight, the single season record.
41 games you made a three.
I didn't know that. I really didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know I didn't know I had a streak going before I started missing games. But
Dan, can you maybe explain your maturation as a play caller in a game?
I mean, I got to give a lot of credit to Coach David Vanderpool, just because. He's a guy that, since I've been in the NBA, that's constantly challenged me to be better in so many ways. Not just, work on your floater or work on shooting threes off the dribble or work on the step back. It's been more of the cerebral part of the game, remembering other teams' plays, recognizing play calls, recognizing being in the penalty, recognizing when a guy's hot, what plays I can call to get a guy a shot. Seeing my teammates' body language and who hasn't touched the ball, who's playing hard and maybe you need to throw him a bone, things like that. And play calling has just been a part of that. As the point guard and the leader, you got to be able to keep track of everything. That's your job, and you got to be able to recognize situations and call plays as you see fit. Instead of just getting the ball, dribbling up, and just thinking of a play and calling it. You got to be able to call the game the way you see it, because I'm on the floor. Coach Stotts is not on the floor. Our coaches aren't on the floor, so I might see something that they don't see. And, as you're a general on the floor, you got to take charge and you got to take that responsibility. And lucky for me, Coach Stotts gives me that freedom, and he allows me to do it.
In regards with that, where have you seen your greatest growth as a forward?
Being able to put my teammates ahead of myself. I've had plenty of moments where, maybe I might be hot. I've hit a bunch of shots in a row, and maybe I want to come down and hit another one, but the defense changes, and I might have to, go a little harder and maybe take a tougher shot. But maybe an easier play is to throw it back to Myers or hit Nurk in the gap or skip it across to CJ. And when I was younger, it was like, man, I can score 20 in a row right now. You know what I mean? And that's what I would more than likely do. But now, I mean, an example like tonight, I had opportunities where I feel like maybe I could have forced a pull up here, or maybe I could have got to the rim and tried to draw a foul, but the right play, Nurk's been finishing all night. Maybe they foul him, maybe it's an and one, maybe he hit somebody on the weak side for an open three. And being able to, I wouldn't even say sacrifice, but being able to kind of put yourself aside and make the right play for the next guy's confidence and showing trust in him and, you know, for the team.
Dirk has said it pretty much after every game, but it seems as a whole you guys are having more fun out there.
Yeah, I mean, we are. It's fun when it's, you know, I think we've won 3 out of the last 5 games, I mean, since the break, and we competed in Toronto. We had a chance to win it. In Detroit, we should have won that game. So we've played good games, and it's, you know, the way we've played has been fun to do. So I think that's what he means. And it's fun to be chasing something, you know what I mean? We in a situation where people are saying, oh, you know, you can get a pick, and, you know, they're not going to make the playoffs and all these things. So, you know, we've been presented a challenge. And although that's been a challenge all year, you know, now it's kind of like it's gut check time. It's like do or die right now. So, you know, that makes it fun. You know, we have a challenge in front of us.